Today is Easter, and for many, it's a day of celebration, a day of hope, a day of new life. For most people, today is spent with family and friends. There are meals, laughter, Easter baskets, candy, egg hunts. It's a day filled with tradition and joy. But before there was an empty tomb, there was a cross. Before there was a cross, there was a beating. A beating so severe that history itself struggles to describe it fully. The Gospels tell us that Jesus was scourged. Mark chapter 15, verse 15 says, "After having Jesus scourged, he handed him over to be crucified." But that one word carries weight that most people never stop to consider. The instrument used was called a flagrum, a Roman device designed not just to punish, but to tear flesh. What I'm holding here is an example of that type of weapon that would have been used on Jesus by the Roman guards. This was not symbolic. This was real. This was intentional. This was brutal. It had a short handle with multiple leather thongs, and at the end of those thongs were pieces of bone and metal, not for show, not for intimidation, but for destruction. Every strike was meant to do more than sting. It was meant to latch into the skin, to dig in, to tear muscle away from the body as it was pulled away. This was not a whip meant to discipline. It was a device engineered to disfigure. Isaiah saw it long before it happened. Isaiah chapter 52, verse 14 says, "So his appearance was marred more than any man, and his form more than the sons of men, disfigured, torn, unrecognizable." This is what Jesus endured, not for his sin, but for ours. Isaiah chapter 53, verse 5 says, "But he was pierced through our transgressions. He was crushed for our iniquities. The chastening for our peace fell upon him, and by his wounds we are healed." Those wounds were not symbolic. They were real. They were deep, and they were violent. And they came before the cross even began. Many men did not survive the scourging alone. Massive blood loss, shock, exposure of muscle and bone, tissue, and yet Jesus stood, not because he was spared, but because he was determined to finish what he came to do, for you, for me. So here's the question that Easter, it forces us to ask. If he went through all of that, what does that say about your value? What does that say about your worth? What does that say about how far God is willing to go to redeem you? He did not hold back, not his body, not his dignity, not his breath, not even his life. He gave everything. And then we come to the cross, and finally the tomb empty. Because death could not hold him, sin could not defeat him, and the grave could not contain him. This is Easter. Not just that he died, but that he rose. And because he rose, everything changes. You do not have to earn your way back to God. You do not have to fix yourself first. You do not have to carry the weight of your past. Because what he did is enough. His suffering is enough. His sacrifice is enough. His blood is enough. His resurrection is enough. He is enough. Not part of the answer, not in addition to your life. He is the answer. So today, not just about remembering, it's about responding. When you truly see what he went through, when you truly understand the cost that he paid, holding back becomes harder. Living halfway becomes harder because the cross was not halfway. The beating was not halfway. The sacrifice was not halfway. It was everything. And Easter is the reminder that everything was worth it because of you. So today, don't just celebrate the resurrection. Let it change you. Let it draw you. Let it remind you that you are loved more deeply than you can even comprehend, than any of us can comprehend. And that Jesus is and always will be enough. Happy Easter.